beaches in the Carolinas. If you need the mountains, try the Appalachian Trail. If you need the redwood trees, gotta go to Yosemite. If you need me, 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 I'll be in Kansas City.
Welcome back to Kansas City Limits. I believe we have had each and every one of you guys on this show at one point or another. But again, we are glad that you're here with us, the Felonious Monks. I, again, want to introduce my co-host, my friend, Robert Bierce. We're going to take you through this journey. Adam, thank you so much for getting this form finally filled out for me, brother.
Like, you don't have anything to do all day, right?
Nothing.
Sitting around eating bonbons?
No, he's got all those kids.
He's a child mentor.
And a chronic procrastinator.
Did you double check your spelling? It looks really...
None.
You know,
not at all.
And I got to tell you, I tried to research you today.
It was actually all speech to text. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Your band name meets who you guys are. I couldn't find you anywhere. No one knows the names of monks. I couldn't find a lot of details. I know you guys, but I couldn't find anything about this little thing you're doing. So thanks for telling the world about it. Let's start with the gear that you guys brought. And before we get there, who came up with this name? What was that about?
I think it was a combination of us three kind of collaborating on that. I originally wanted to be the Felonious Monkeys.
Okay.
And that's an old joke off the Daily Show from like 2005. It's a deep pool. And he's like, I don't know about monkeys. Let's just be monks. And I go, cool.
Of course. You can hide his face and drink beer all day.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about your gear. Listen, you can't get past the Mark bass. I mean, come on, that'll kill a rhino at 20 paces. How long you been holding on to that, and what did that cost you? Did you hawk your house or something? That's beautiful.
No, Mark bass is a beautiful combination of affordable and amazing. So I've had those speakers for probably 15 years now.
Right on.
That is the third version of that head I've played through.
Okay.
Yeah, they're a little fragile, and I'm a little rough on gear, but
I've
tried other amplifiers, and that is the only one that sounds right. So that is the third version of that. That's the Tube 800 there.
When you say it's your third version, I mean, do you have an emotional relationship attachment with that system?
Well, I still have the other two at home. They're good for door stops, and that's about it. But yeah, no, Mark bass amplification and Schecter guitars. That's kind of my thing. So
awesome. Let's move to the Ludwig.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What about that? Now, is that your preferred skin you go to, or
it is?
Okay.
Yeah. Also, when I was 6 years old, my first proper drum set was an old vintage Ludwig kit that my dad got me.
Right on.
Traded in a
good old dad
amp of his for the kit, and I actually have the Ludwig Keystone logo on my arm.
Zoom in on that. Just show them again. Zoom in on that. Future sponsorship. There we go. That's beautiful. We love that. You know, when Dad gave you those skins, did you want to play drums, or did he just throw them at you and bang on these?
I have never had a choice on whether I wanted to play drums.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Awesome. And then, you know, what can we say about the axe of the machine, right? We've got, I know your guitar, your axe is great, but really I was more impressed with your deluxe reverb amp.
Yeah, it's just a Tone Master, one of the digital.
Okay.
It suits me real well since you can get the sound you want at a reasonable volume.
That digital, does it have different samples built in that you can tap in, or is it just the different frequencies you can change with your?
It's just a deluxe reverb, so
okay.
no settings to speak of.
And tell everyone what guitar you do use.
I have an SG tonight. First gig back with it in about 5 years. I took it apart to model some guitar parts off of, and it's been sitting in pieces and kind of hurt my feelings. And I got it back together last night, so I figured I'd bring it out.
That's awesome.
Nice.
So that's great.
All right, so let's discuss how this evolved and why you guys decided to start this band.
Well, I've been playing with Derek for probably 10 plus years off and on. I've met been here in probably the past 3 or 4 years, and I actually tapped these guys to do a backing band for my dad on a fill-in gig that we had our other band had to cancel on.
For your dad?
Yeah, so my dad plays and sings.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, let's give it up for dads, by the way. Father's Day weekend's coming up.
Yeah.
All
Happy
the
Father's
conversation,
Day.
great dads giving you instruments.
Amen. So we did this gig out in Lee Summit, and at the end of the gig, I was like, dudes, us 3 together without that guy could do something really cool. There's a band called Soul Live that if you've never heard of, you should probably check out, and they're mostly instrumental, and it's a 3-piece, and that's kind of the idea we started with when we went out.
Everybody was down with that?
Yeah.
So I know all you guys, and I've seen all of you and your other bands. Time, where do you find the time? I mean, I know you, Adam, are at BB's on 2 or 3 times a month at least.
Way more than I should be.
Yeah, I know. And when you're not there, you're usually playing with Howard or Sean or somebody else. So how do you guys fit the time in with Bridget and the Bandoliers, with you guys? I know, Ben, you got a country gig that you do on the side, and Derek, I know you're busy all the time with old number 5s as well. So when you guys decided to sit down and create this band, was that part of knowing that you wouldn't have that much time together?
I mean, if you really want to do something, you make it a priority, and you take the time and you put in the time. And like these guys specifically, before we even got together to rehearse, we had a list of songs like, hey, let's try these. And they came prepared. So when we hacked at them the first time, it's like, well, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, part of it too is I think what's so fun about this band is that we're not rehearsing everything too much ahead of time. A lot of kind of the joy of playing in this group is that, versus some of the other groups that we play in where there's very orchestrated songs that have very specific parts that you're playing the same thing every time.
Right.
This is very much improvised. And so we've intentionally not put everything together perfectly,
So you guys are just free-forming.
A lot of times, you're going to see a lot of raised eyebrows. Like we're communicating in real time, and one of the things I love about it is that every single performance, it's different. I've been grateful that we've got recordings of us doing the same song over and over again, and it never sounds the same. So the truth is, none of us have any idea what's about to happen right now, and that's part of the fun.
There's some beauty to that.
I love it. I mean,
when you don't have a vocalist in front of you, you're not trying to make sure that they're comfortable with where the cue is, and so
you've got a damn good outline, but it doesn't have to match every time.
Yeah, we're completely comfortable going off the tracks and just seeing where we land.
Right on.
And that's a lot of fun, man. I mean, for people that aren't musicians, they may not know that, but that is a blast.
Yeah.
Just flying by the seat of your pants and not sure where you're going to land the plane, like it's a lot of fun, man.
Pretty sure that's what Jerry Garcia did for most of his career.
Well, and, Amelia Earhart and a few others, whatever. Like, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't.
Just get out there and let it go. And that's right. It'll take its own place.
I had a question that wasn't on here that was kind of like based off of what J.E. was asking you. I mean, we meet so many musicians and so many bands, and the thing about it is you guys all want to play all the time. You want to have your instrument in your hands. You want to feel like there is an end game to the experience you're putting out there. I mean, as a musician, you're trying to channel that all the time to go forward with that. And one of the questions was, what would make you trade the attention for many for just one? And that is probably the hardest thing because there's not one that feeds you all the time like many. But it's kind of like deciding between dating a whole bunch of people and then just, I'm going to marry this gal. I mean, what would the electricity have to be for you to trade all your other gigs for just one gig, for one group of dudes or gals?
$2 million.
Awesome.
All day, every day, yeah. Money.
Money talks, bullshit
I
walks.
was going to say, like a good medical plan, 401k.
Okay. I love it.
I mean, honestly, I think all of us are career musicians. We've all been in dozens and dozens of bands. Like, it's not always about what's the forever. You know, it's about enjoying what's happening in that moment.
The moment.
Yeah, and I mean, I think hopefully for all of us in this moment in our lives, this is a really amazing and fun and unique thing for us to do that's outside of what we're used to. That really makes it electric for us. You know,
your talent deserves it.
Yeah.
Your talent deserves it.
I don't know about that, but you know, we're doing as much as we can. Like we're all pegging it out with this band. You know, where there's gigs where sometimes you're phoning it in, and there's gigs where sometimes you've played that bass line 1,000 times, and you know the notes you're going to play, and you enjoy people enjoying it. But there's also times where you're like, I have no idea what I'm about to do, and you're experiencing it with everyone else as it's happening. And there's a real joy for me in that moment.
I wouldn't know that.
This is something that really gives me that opportunity. You know, I can't speak for them, but
I got to see you. Well, actually, it was just a few songs. Jumped in to Mike Kelly's. You guys had been up there. I was coming from the levee, and I was heading home actually. So I wouldn't have guessed that though. When I saw you guys, I mean, I knew all of. Well, I didn't know Ben that well, but I knew you guys, and I mean it was polished. It was good. You guys were playing off each other so well. I mean, I would have never guessed that was So when we started putting this deal together, and of course we had you guys with Bridget on the show. I mean, that was one of the best things that we could do for this show was to have you guys on it because of what you're doing right now, being able to kind of freestyle, being able to do what you love, and we're here to capture that. And man, keep it up.
Thank you. We need more people to patronize us like that.
Oh, thank you.
What you do now goes on forever. Let's talk about ice cream. It doesn't last very long. Hot month. Jay was having a conversation with you guys out here on the patio. When I got here and I read the information list, I'm like, people are just screwing around here, favorite ice cream, whatever. But you guys really do have some ice cream situation going on, I guess. Please elaborate. What the heck is going on? When you drive an ice cream truck? You make it at home? You like putting it in bourbon? What's going on?
I have 3 kids.
Aha.
And I feel like an ice cream delivery man sometimes.
Okay. Now, are you using this ice cream in bribes and daily chores?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
You will not get this cone unless you get in that bath.
So ice cream's a mentoring tool at home. That's great. What about with the band? Have you tried it with these guys?
No, I usually use booze.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. Like a barley pop is what they call that when I was a kid. I tried to freeze beer like so many times. You can't do it without losing the alcohol. Anyway, we love you guys coming on Kansas City Limits. It's great to see you. I was thinking one of you were going to guess that you had a chewy macadamia Oreo Crash Cookie Crush, but that's not the case. Jay's got another question that has nothing to do with ice
I'm
cream.
going to elaborate on that last question. I
Okay.
was hounding Adam so much. I'm pretty sure he just
Okay.
wanted to fill this out and get it over to me. So, and I don't really care.
Influences of ice cream or musicians?
So, again, Kansas City Limits, we've got the Felonious Monks. That's Adam Watson right there in the middle. He is on our drums. Ben Van Dyke is to his right. He is lead guitar, and Derek Tucker on bass. You guys are the Felonious Monks.
And felonious means murderous, mischievous, not right, not doing it right.
Sketchy.
So anyway,
Sketchy.
scary as hell,
look,
honestly.
we're not going to get into details, but there's a lot of mattresses missing tags right now. We're just going to say that, okay?
And any additional questions can be directed to our lawyer, Howard Mahan.
Indeed.
Howard,
The lawyer.
No animals or people were harmed during the production of this show.
All right, so before we get into this last one, I'm going to touch on this. The Felonious Monks. Adam, there is no website yet. Is there one on the horizon,
We're
perhaps?
working on it.
Okay.
We are under construction.
Under construction.
We also have some legal issues going on.
We'll contact Howard for that.
The monks don't want them to have a website, is the deal.
Well, now there's all kinds of bands that are named Felonious Monks, actually. So, but you're Kansas City's own. Social media, Facebook is the Felonious Monks. So you can find them on Facebook. Does that also go to Instagram?
I haven't done an Instagram yet.
Both. Oh, no.
Still under
Okay.
construction.
Find them on Facebook.
And we're doing
Okay.
YouTube.
It's in the basement of the church,
Yes. The rectory, if you
right
will.
next to the beer we're brewing.
All right, so this last topic, we ask a lot of the musicians that come onto this show, and I think, Ben, when we were sitting around the table, we got to talk about this a little bit. You can either expand on when we were in the studio with Bridget, or come up with a whole new, this is your influences that you guys are either emulating or people that you just really like here in town, whatever that is.
And we're talking about music, not fashion or food habits, all right?
Oh, I don't really care. Influences,
okay.
period.
Or whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
If you have a food influencer, tell us about it.
So, like we talked about before, it kind of all started with me with like B.B. King. Got into Clapton real hard. Kind of went down some roads, country music roads. Roy Nichols and James Burton, Django Reinhardt, and right now, probably Derek Trucks is at the top of the list.
Yeah.
Derek.
Doesn't get any better.
No.
That's kind of where I'm at right now. There's too
Those
many
are-
to list, and
Those are great.
I think I'll stop there.
Wasn't it your dad, I think, that got you involved with B.B. King and the blues?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had an extensive record collection, and he would play stuff for me every once in a while. He was primarily a country musician, and but he'd play stuff that he thought I needed to hear, and he put on a B.B. King record and said, "This is the blues," and that's the blues.
This is the blues. You
That's
will listen
exactly
to this
right.
every day for the next 6 years.
Yeah.
Adam?
My parents, their love for Dylan, their love for the Beatles, kind of started me on that trajectory to going even deeper into the blues, into jazz and all that stuff. And I studied jazz in college, and so I just have a wide appreciation of all kinds. If it makes you move your feet, and I mean gives you that the goosebumps.
Yeah.
I'm here for it, and that's what influences me. So
And that music was flowing through the house as you were a kid?
yeah.
So your kids are getting that same vibe?
Well,
No, just ice
No.
cream sounds.
they love K-pop, and then I'm not a K-pop
Oh,
guy.
K-pop.
Oh, nice.
Get it? K-pop, ice cream. It's all a thing
All right,
going.
Derek, what about you, brother?
Well, so I guess the honesty, the bomb drop here for me is the whole reason I play music is my friends wanted to start a ska band in high school. So ska, that's the reason I started. That's the ugly truth.
Okay, great.
As far as influences, I would say taste-wise, to me it sounds right if it's in the vein of Jaco or Rocco. Jaco Pastorius or Rocco Prestia. Those are
Nice.
probably the two
Wow.
players that really, to me, was like, oh, wow, that's what this should be. So,
Wow.
you know, I was lucky enough to get to meet Rocco Prestia before he passed away, and I got to thank him, and that was a pretty special moment for me. But
I bet it was.
yeah, other than that, I think just I listen to a lot of hip hop too, and so the tightness there with the drums and the bass really kind of influences the way that I approach things. I listen to Adam a lot and where he's going with stuff, and I always want to be tied into what he's doing too. So that would probably be
That's great.
the biggest influences for me.
When you got the bass and the drum chemistry going on with the rhythm, you can freaking incinerate bricks. You can make shit happen no one even thought about it. And when you got someone sweet like this guy on the guitar, you guys are playing with fire, people, all right? Be careful.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. That's
It's
the
a
whole
lot of
point,
fun,
right?
yeah.
That's why we do this.
All right, so let's see. We've got
We got Adam Watson on drums, Ben Van Dyke on guitar, and Derek Tucker on bass.
we've got the summer in front of us is where I'm going with this. So you guys got some plans, you got some bookings, you guys as the Felonious Monks.
We're doing some combined shows where we're incorporating Ben into.
With Bridget?
No, the old number fives.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So he's doing some number 2 guitar with that group for some bigger shows. We're playing in Junction City at Freedom Fest on July 1st, and then we're playing Spirit of Kansas Fest in Topeka on July 4th. And then the week after that, all 4 of us are going to Deadwood for 6 days
nice.
for a residency.
Right on.
Nice. So will that be with old number fives?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And when is that? When are you going to Deadwood?
The second week of July.
Second week of July. Now, you've been before, right?
Several times.
Yeah. Same place, right? Same saloon? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nick
number 10 Saloon, Deadwood.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So, I mean, that's huge here. I mean, there's 8, 9 bands, I think, rotating up there?
Pretty much, yeah.
And that's every year?
Mm-hmm.
That is so cool that they pull local bands out of Kansas City to head up to Deadwood.
Right on.
That.
Shout out to Nick Marshall for doing that.
Yeah.
Dave Marshall.
Yeah, brother. The Lion. Okay. So, and then, of course, I know with old number fives, you guys are twice a month at BB's?
Once a month.
Once a month.
And we do the monks do every 5th Thursday.
Oh,
there's
you're
only
in
like
rotation.
4 5th Thursdays a year. But
okay, cool.
What do you eat there? I'm just curious.
Red beans and rice. I like the meatloaf as well.
Right on. Have you guys eaten here yet at the Limit?
Not yet, but I plan to.
I heard the food's pretty good.
Oh no, I had one of your wings last time.
Yeah. Okay.
Wings are portable.
All right, Robert, go ahead and...
Hey, I just want to give a shout-out to Jeremy with 7 BPS with the sound today.
Yeah,
Andy
Jeremy.
Oxman with Soundworks from Blue Springs. The Limit Bar, AMPR, Dayworks Studio, Camping World, BamoApp.com. We appreciate you checking out the show. I would really like to also ask you this question. If we were just having to get a ride somewhere with you, what do you have, your radio or in your 8-track player or your CD player? What's currently being played around you right now?
Sports Talk Radio 96.5 The Fan.
Yeah, okay, great. Who else? What do you got listening?
I have Goose right now. I just discovered them about 3 days ago. And
Who was
What's
that?
the name of it?
Goose.
Oh, Goose.
Goose?
Yep.
Okay, what genre are they?
Yeah, it's kind of jammy, but it's also very pop oriented.
Okay, cool.
It's got a pop sensibility, but there's a lot of very intricate music going on as well.
Awesome. Awesome. What are you listening to at home or in your car?
So I usually listen to a podcast, The Daily Zeitgeist, or I've been listening to a hip hop artist, Norman San, a lot lately. So that's, yeah.
Wonderful.
Oh, you can always listen to the KCL Show.
Kansas City Limits.
So, Adam, on what station you got your radio on?
The 96.5 The Fan.
And who's the guy that the sideline guys for the Chiefs?
Josh Klingler.
Yeah, he's the one that did the interview
Yeah, he
when we
did the
had you
interview
guys
last
at
time,
Nux, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Good dude. Is that where he's at on that radio station?
So he used to be the morning show host. Now he's retired and he does
is.
the Chiefs.
Just as the Chiefs. Yeah.
On a completely different subject, have you heard of this guy called Almost Andy? The guy that looks like Andy Reid.
Yeah.
They gave him voiceover work. He was doing a commercial the other day. He goes, I'm almost Andy. And then he did the commercial. I go, are you kidding me?
He's getting paid.
I'm almost Elvis. Or whatever. I don't know. It was weird.
All right, guys. Anything else you'd like to add before we kick this music off?
We just want to extend our thanks and gratitude for everybody for putting this on and everybody for being here.
Oh, we are so proud to have you guys on this show.
Thanks for
Appreciate
coming.
you. We love you.
All right, guys.
Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to each other.
Support for this program provided by Kansas City Camping World, 2 locations, Green Valley, Missouri, and at the Legends, Kansas City, Kansas. Scores Sports Bar and Grill, great food, ice cold drinks, and wonderful local live music. BAMOapp.com, one QR code connecting fans to everything with the band. Daybreak Recording Company, you create it, we handle the rest. And this program is provided by the Kansas City Limit Show, spotlighting local Kansas City musicians and much more.
Oh my gosh! I lost it. That is the one. That is one right there. Oh my.